Hello everyone, and welcome to Dirt Road Cinderella, and thanks for stopping by. Today I want to share my way of doing photo etch ignition keys. I am sure there are better ways to do this, but this is just how I do it. After some prodding by a friend, Shaggy, I'm looking at you, I decided I would try to make y'all a video, and this is it. As you can see, I have some stuff laid out here, so let's go over it. To start with, I have a pack of new photo etch ignition keys. These are from Model Car Garage. You can see the detail in them, and these will work for many builds. Maybe not today's cars, but for the majority of the kits I build, they will be fine. This dash I am using is just an instructional piece, as I don't have a build that currently needs keys. I also need something to help me see, so I use these magnifier glasses. Then a small drill set, so we can drill the ignition out to install the keys, and glue to help them stay there. I also have my pin vise for my drill bit. Then there are 3 cross-locking sets of tweezers. The cross-lock tweezers are the ones I will use mostly. Why 3? Because there are 3 parts to assemble, 1 to hold each, and a fine point just in case I need them. I am also going to use this set of keys, which is stuck to a strip of painter's tape. I highly suggest putting your keys on a strip of tape to remove them, or you will most certainly find yourself on one of the most insane parts hunts ever. To remove the keys from the holder, I use an X-Acto blade. There are tiny tabs holding them, and you want to try to get as straight and close as possible. They are hard to hold and tougher yet to trim up. I am going to use one of these Model Car Garage keychains on the end here. I think you can see that there are some Ford, Chevy, and Mopar keychains with keys to match. There are Ford and Chevy keys and 2 rows of less distinguished keys. Okay, let me zoom in and see if I can remove this keychain in frame. Here we have a keychain, and use a toothpick to open up the loop on top like so. You can see the little bit of material left around the keychain. Now is the time to address that if you wish. For this video, I am not going to be cleaning mine up. You can also attempt to detail the keychain at this time if you desire to do so. Sometimes I simply add color to them with a Sharpie and call it good. Next, I will remove the ignition key itself. Which you can see here in my hand that it is a Ford key. I grabbed it by the end to make it easier to put on the keyring. You also see the material left on top. One might be tempted to file that down, which may be possible, but it is a very pliable piece and I prefer to lay it flat and to try and trim it off with a knife. This last key is one of the more nondescript keys and will serve as the trunk and door key. Now that I have all the parts cut out, it seems like a good time for a word from our sponsors, and when I return, we will put all the parts together and drill the dash. Sponsor Spotlight. Are you a passionate modeler, constantly searching for that perfect, intricate detail to bring your miniature masterpiece to life? Do you dream of crafting scale models so accurate they could be mistaken for the real thing? Then it's time to discover VCG Resins by Reese. VCG Resin specializes in providing the highest quality, most unique, and incredibly detailed resin parts and accessories for your 1/24th and 1/25th scale model cars, trucks, SUVs, and even your custom dioramas. Modelers can find everything from intricate engines and suspension components to realistic wheels and essential diorama accessories, all designed to bring their miniature masterpieces to life. Are you ready to elevate your next build? Please visit vcgresins.com and don't forget to use our discount code DRC1024 at checkout for 10% off your order. At Scale Finishes, they specialize in high-quality automotive-grade paints, clears, and primers designed to bring your scale models to life. Their authentic colors and premium products provide a flawless finish every time. Visit scalefinishes.com and use our discount code Cinderella10 at checkout to receive 10% off on your order. Hello again and welcome back. Now we have all the parts removed and in our cross-lock tweezers ready to go onto the keyring. So first we want the trunk and door key, which was the nondescript one I last removed. Also, we need the keyring at this point, as well as our magnifying glasses if you haven't already put them on. I used to be able to do this without glasses even, but not anymore. Now it is time for the fun part of putting the key on the ring itself. And though I truly tried, I was not able to do this on camera. However, I did get it on, and here it is dangling from the ring. It is now time for the ignition key. And once you get it started, I find it best to use a toothpick to move the keys around with. They do not always go the first time, and sometimes the hole in the keys needs to be reamed out just a little bit. When you do get the key on the ring at last, it is time to close the ring. I find the flat end of a toothpick to be the best grip and easy to maneuver. There, and now it is closed and the keys won't fall off. At this point, we need to grab the ignition key with tweezers by the end you would naturally hold, without compromising the key ring. It's not the easiest thing to do. It should look roughly like this, with the tweezer pinching the top and the keyring hanging below. Set this very gently aside for a minute, and it is now time to grab your dash. If you drill the dash first, it won't hurt a thing at all. I use these small train drill bits, and I am going to use the number 77. You can pretty much use any small drill bit from 1/32 of an inch on down. Take your drill bit and find your ignition location and drill the center of the key area out. It does not take a lot and pops through pretty quickly. And now we have a keyhole, so we need some glue and keys. I use a couple of glues for this. To start with, I use this Elmer's Craft Bond, and it works great and dries clear, and allows plenty of time to get the keys just right. Today, I am going to use the BSI Gold. I will put some glue in this cap and apply it with a toothpick to the keys. Just the ignition key to be exact. That way, the keys still swing in the switch as they would on a one-to-one car. Once the glue is applied to the ignition key, very slowly install it in the switch location, be it on a dash or steering column. Again, a toothpick is helpful with positioning the key in the correct position. There they are in place. I'm going to let that tack just a second before I fix the key position. Okay, and now I can just move that over a little bit, and bam, the keys swing in the switch. I really hope this helps some of you who may want to attempt doing keys. Just go slow and don't get irritated. You may mess up or lose a few sets of keys before you ever get a set installed. I know I sure did. Though I didn't have a video to work from then. Anyway, if I can do them, y'all can. And with that, I am out of here. Later, y'all.